Hi, today we're going to talk about sales receipts on automation. So, essentially, what you see is a sales receipt document which I have created in a Google Doc. And today we will be automating this document and we'll be creating PDF files completely on automation. So, if you closely observe, this is a Google document file with certain placeholders that have been put inside the fields. And corresponding to this document, I also have a sales receipt database which I have created in a Notion database. So in this database, we have all the information that we would typically use for the sales receipt file. So we will fetch the company name value from the column in the database and we'll replace that onto the company name field over here. Similarly, we will fetch the company address, the company zip code, company phone, and so on for all the fields from the database, and we will replace all those fields onto the document one by one, and we'll create a PDF file from the database itself. The best part of this automation is you need to set up the automation only once, and then you need to add the details in the database and you will automatically get the PDF file generated on this database itself. So you will never need to touch this document ever again to automate the entire process. So how will this automation work? For this, we will be using an extension, automation extension that is by the name of AutoDocCreator. This is the tool which will help you create the entire automation. So if you want to get access to this extension for automation, simply head over to autodoccreator.com. This is the website where you will be able to get the automation extension access. You need to purchase this extension and then you can start using the same. So once you have purchased the extension, simply click over here and then you will be able to see three different steps which we need to follow to start generating the PDF file. First is setting up the automation. So simply click on this and it will automatically ask you to get started with the automation setup. So the first thing which we need to enter once we click on setup automation is the database URL. So essentially I will be using this database for my automation process. So I will copy the URL from the top of the database and I will put it inside this field over here. After this, I need to provide an API key. Now this API key is completely private and confidential to my setup. So no one else will be able to access this from anywhere. So this is completely confidential to your account. Click on get API key and we will create an API key which will connect the database with the automation that we are going to use over here. So let us click on new integration and just provide a name to the key. So this is like sales receipts key. Let me choose a workspace from this list and let me click on save. So now I can click on configure over here and it will show me the key over here for which I have this internal integration secret field. Click on show and it will reveal the key to you. Click on copy and simply put that key in this field. Remember that we also need to connect the database with the key. So just go back to the database, click on three dots and click on connections and just click on add connection and just get the key value from here and simply click on this and click on confirm. So now my database is also connected with that specific key which I created. So once this is done, last thing is we need to add a Google Drive folder URL where all the files will be saved one by one. So we need to create a Google Drive folder over here. So what I will do is I'll simply open up my Google Drive folder and then I will just proceed with setting up a folder inside that and we can start generating the PDF files. So let me open up my Google Drive. So let me quickly open up my Drive account. So as you can see, I have reached out inside my Google Drive folder structure and I will just create a sales receipt PDF file. So what I'll do is I'll rename this to sales receipts and I will be using this particular folder to generate the PDF files. So if you see, this is an empty folder over here which I'll be using to generate the PDF files. So I will just copy the link of the folder and I will put it over here inside this field and I will click on save. So now it will save the configuration which I'm given over here. An interesting thing is if you observe in the database, it will automatically create certain columns over here which will be used to generate the PDF files, which I'll be explaining in a while and we will see how the automation will work. So you can see it automatically created these three particular columns for us which will be useful for the automation setup, and click on OK over here once it is saved. The next thing is we need to map the fields of the database onto the document over here. So let's click on AutoDocCreator, let's click on map fields, and then what we can do is we can start mapping the field one by one. So the first thing is we need to get the name value. So I will just search for name over here and you have this company name information available over here. Click on copy and you can just simply paste the company name inside this field. So I'll use Control V or Command V to paste it. Then I need the address, so I'll just get the company address, click on copy once again and just put it in this field, use Control V or Command V. Then we need the zip code, so obviously you can keep on mapping all the fields whatever you need. Just copy this and put it over here. After this we need the phone number, so I'll just get the phone number from here and I will put it over here. Then I need the email address as well, so I'll just copy the email address and I will put it over here. So likewise you can simply copy and paste by using Control V or Command V for all the fields that you need to map, which I've already done. Okay, so close this. So we are all set up, we just need one more step to go before generating the PDF. The final thing is we need to schedule this automation, so just click on schedule. That is a step 3. This is the beauty of the automation tool, where you can schedule it to run on a recurring basis and you never need to touch this document ever again. So click on custom. I want to generate the PDF files every 5 minutes. So basically it will automatically check the database and it will figure out which data it needs to generate, and it will automatically generate me the PDFs forever. Click on save and it will save this configuration which will work forever 24/7. Okay, so let it save. So click on OK. So the configuration is saved. Now what we need to do is, if you go to the database, in this generate PDF column, I have 3 fields over here: in progress, ready to generate, and completed. If you mark anything as ready to generate, it will generate those PDF files specifically and it will leave out the rest of the fields. So whenever you are looking for the automation setup, when you're adding new data over here, just mark this specific column as ready to generate and it will create the PDF files for you. That is all that you need to do. So right now we have mapped the first and the second record as ready to generate, and it will generate these 2 PDF files on every 5 minutes that it will check. So we have set up the automation to run every 5 minutes once we have mapped. So thus it will check every 5 minutes in the database and it will see which of the values are set to ready to generate, and it will correspondingly generate the PDF files over here. The best part is obviously just map everything once, set the document once, and set it up one time, and then put it on schedule, and it will automatically create the PDF file for you. So we're just going to wait for a few minutes as it is going to generate the PDFs, and then we will discuss further. So now we will be able to see the files getting generated over here one by one, as we have marked 2 records as ready to generate. So let's wait for a few seconds as it will create the PDF files for us over here. So you can see the first record has been created automatically, and we got the PDF file link, which is the Google Drive folder link, as well as the document created over here. And it is going to generate the second record as well. So let us see how it goes to generate the second one, and then we will have a look at both the files in one glance. So both the files have been completed and they have been turned into completed status. So let us go and check this first record which it has created, and you can see all the fields have been correctly mapped as it should have mapped, and everything is looking precisely clean. One thing which we missed out was this particular field which we didn't map correctly, and the rest of the fields were exactly the same as it should have been in the database. Let's check the second one. This should have also been generated correctly. Notice how it has also named the files correctly for this automation, and everything looks the way better that we wanted to have at the end of the day. So basically what it did was it started reading the database and it checked which of the records of the database is set as ready to generate, and it created the PDF files reading those 2 records. If you want to generate any particular record, simply add the record and put it to ready to generate. It will automatically generate the PDF file while it will run the automation every 5 minutes. You can obviously set it to run on any interval of time, but I have put it on 5 minutes of interval, so it will precisely run every 5 minutes to check the records and generate the PDFs. You even have the raw PDF created over here, so if you click on this, you can download the PDF file directly and you can see it downloaded on your system over here, as you can see in this particular data in the document. So I hope this entire demonstration was helpful to you. If you have any questions on this, simply reach out to me at notionformyuse@gmail.com. This is where I can help you or assist you with any queries. And obviously, you can check out AutoDocCreator, where you need to get the automation access and you can start automating your documents directly from the Google document itself with the help of this Notion database. So this doesn't require any external tool. Simply add everything and just use the database to generate the PDFs. So thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.